Senator, good morning to you. What's your response to what Sarah Hanson-Young had to say?
Good morning, Lara. She's saying that I'm hanging out with idiots. Well, that's what I do in the Senate when I'm in there with her every time we're down there. There was no racist rally. There was decent Australian people who demonstrated their dislike for what the Australian government has done, which is allow these people to come into our country and then bash people at random on their beaches, in their homes.
You claim people giving the Nazi salute are decent Australians?
The people that I was with, Lara, weren't doing any Nazi salutes. You've obviously been reading the wrong newspapers or the fake media, but the people that I were with, there was no one doing Nazi salutes. There was a group about 100 metres down the road, and I could hear all the yelling and screaming, and I guess that's where they got their footage from. But I can absolutely guarantee you no one in the group that I was with were doing anything like that.
All right, well, speaking of that, at this event you stood side by side with Blair Cottrell, who's previously described Jews as, quote, parasites, and said that a picture of Adolf Hitler should be in every classroom. What is your affiliation with this organisation, and do you support those views?
The first time I've ever seen or met that person was there on the day, and obviously I don't support any views like that. I'm a supporter of the Jewish community, and I fight hard for the Israelis, as everyone knows if you see what I've done in the Senate. So who was there at that meeting was irrelevant. Most of the people that I met, including the Vietnamese shop owners who have been bashed and robbed by these Sudanese gangs, were very concerned, and so are the people in Queensland. We're very concerned up here because it's now spreading to our state.
Senator, I have to ask you, are you seriously saying that the people who were at this event are irrelevant? Are you seriously saying that it doesn't matter who attended that far-right rally, that you were there too?
I was there at the rally, that's right. And people that I met were all decent Australian working people who are fed up with what the government is allowing to happen in this country.
All right, when you say that, quote, we'll all be under Sharia law if we keep going the way we're going, are you suggesting that Muslims and Sudanese migrants should be run out of this country?
I'm suggesting that we shouldn't bring any more of them into this country, and if they commit a crime in this country, they should be shipped out of here.
So, can you say that again, please?
Okay. I said I would not bring any more Muslims or Sudanese into the country. I'd put a ban on that. And any of them that commit a crime, I would be shipping them home to where they came from. Where
does it end with you, Senator? I'm curious. You have, it seems, an obsession here with Muslim migrants and members of the Sudanese community here in Australia. Surely we should be celebrating how rich our multicultural community is here rather than that divisive language. I mean, you've said yourself that you have no chance of being re-elected. Are you simply using this kind of rhetoric to gain publicity?
No, not at all. I just listen to the Australian people, the real Australian people, the hard-working people who are fed up with having these people come into our country, live on our welfare, and then attack us. That's why we have all these diversity bollards at the end of every street. That's why we have rampages like the Burke Street massacre. You know, that's people are sick and tired of that. I'm not sure why you haven't seen it or why the left-wing media don't report it more, but the Australian people have had enough of being attacked by the people that they're feeding.
Senator, do you consider yourself a racist?
No, of course not.
All right. Certainly your comments have been making headlines, and it seems that is clearly what you wanted, publicity. Senator Fraser Anning, thank you very much for your time on the program this morning.